Welcome again to today's class. Today is day 7 of our ongoing masterclass. I'm sharing with you on the things you must do. The must do things to becoming very wealthy. In today's class, we are going to be looking at the willpower. The willpower. This is very interesting. This is very powerful. Every and any wealthy person, anyone that want to be very successful in life, must understand the power of will. Will is so powerful that if you don't have the will, you achieve nothing. Trust me. I won't stop saying this, that it's very important for you to know that these 50 things I'm sharing with you are very, very important. They are interwoven, they are relative, they enhances one another. They are just must-do things. That's why you cannot miss any of the class. And by the way, congratulations to you if you have been going through these classes from very day one the class began. Today is day 7, and listen to this. You'll love it. It will change the game for you. Trust me. Listen to this. I've spoken to a lot of people individually, in seminars and conferences, and when it's time to take questions, most times I realize that there's one thing a lot of people usually would miss out. And I don't want you to make any mistake. That's why you're in this class. And for it to even say this, that you're in this class till this time, show one thing. You are in to becoming very wealthy. Nothing can stop you from being very wealthy. Just keep going along with me in these classes. At the end of the day, wow, you'll be so glad that you did attend this class. And you will be very successful. Nothing can stop your success. Whatever you want, you will achieve it. Guaranteed. You can imagine someone saying, well, I wanted to start the business. The reason why I've not started is because I don't know what is going to happen if I start. How about if it did not work? How about if it did not turn out to be successful? That is what I call the fear of the unknown. The fear of tomorrow. The fear of the unknown. And in some other instance, some will say, my family was not in approval of it. When I spoke to them about it, they looked at me and said, you can't do that. You're not smart enough to get that done. To be an achiever in life, really, it doesn't have to do with how smart that you are. It has everything to do with the will to get it done. Are you willing? Do you have such willpower? This is something that's propelled from within you. It's a force that is functional from within you. All right? And everyone have it. Everyone have it. You have it in you. The willpower is there. But most of the time, it's been suppressed. Attention is not given to it. It's not being recognized. It's never been acknowledged. And so it lies down so dormant. What a potential that is wasting. But let me say something to you. You're going to learn something about the willpower today, and you start acting on what you are going to be listening to and learning today. I said it's going to be a game changer for you. Trust me. I want to give you some instances of some individuals whom all they had was the willpower. They never know how they were going to achieve whatever they wanted to achieve. But the good thing is this: they know what they want to achieve. For instance, take the Wright brothers for a case study. These are two brothers that were fixing bicycles. That's what they do. But they just said within themselves, amongst themselves, let's do something that would fly. Let's build something that will fly. These were bicycle repairer, so to say. They fix bicycles. 2 wheels that you pedal. That's what they fix. They never went to any school to go and learn how to fly anything. But they had a will within them that they can do it. And they started off. You can imagine their father saying to them, amazingly, their father was a preacher. And he's saying to them, boys, seems you're going nuts. This is not achievable. Because all they know was the law of gravity. They know that everything that tries to go up, there's this force that always pulls it down. So how can you think of flying an object in the air? But these guys were determined. They were willing to do it. Even though they don't know how to go about it. They don't know how it's going to happen. But they just know it's going to happen. Can I ask you a question? Do you have something you're working on? Something you've dreamt about? Have you seen yourself in such a place where probably it looks like some kind of fantasy? It doesn't seem real, but you wished, that only if you can. Wow. Can I tell you something? That it crossed your mind, that you could dream it, that you could think it, that you could imagine it. It means it is possible. Yeah, it is possible. Listen to this. We've had men who had said the same thing, who've acted the same way, and they achieved it eventually. Even though when they were starting on the project, they don't know how they're going to arrive at that destination. But all they know is they're going to get there. These two brothers, imagine, they just started putting the stuffs together and they were trying it out. They tried out many times, they failed. But they never gave up because there's such a willpower within them. They know beyond reasonable doubt that they are going to achieve it. They're going to fly this object. And lo, they did. They did. I remember another case study. You remember the one-time president of the United States of America, President J.F. Kennedy. He asked the father of space, Dr. Brown, what will it take to fly these jets, these rockets, to the space and to bring it down here safe? In few seconds, the doctor said to the president, it's the will to do it. The will to do it. My question is this: do you want it done? Do you want to be very wealthy? Do you want that million? Do you want that billion? Do you want that successful business? Do you want to be very wealthy? Do you want that car, the choice car of yours? Do you want to live in that house of your choice? Do you want to travel around the world and see the whole world? What do you want? Why are you saying it's not possible? All you need to do, we've been discussing this from the very day one of this class. And that's why I kept saying something to you. All these classes are linked together. You must give it a thought. You must dream it. Thoughts becomes things. Do you understand? They become things. You get what I'm saying to you? Thoughts become things. If you can think it, it can materialize. All you need is the process. What's the process? You need to have the vision. You need to decide you want it. I get what I'm saying to you? Obsession is required. You need to be in harmony with it. You need to be very determined. I'm going to get it. Nothing is going to stop me. Nothing is going to stop me. Nothing must stop you from achieving anything you want to achieve. You are enjoying electricity, the lights today, the bulbs today. Do you know that it was invented by a man that have will? Not because the first time he tried, he got it right. No! He had tried 1,001 times. He failed. But he never gave up. Because he has something in him called the power of will. Or you may, the willpower. You may have said to yourself before today that you cannot do it, that you cannot achieve it, that you cannot attain it. But I'm saying to you, you can. And I want you to start changing the way you see things. I want you to start changing the way you've been talking about things. Because you've been wrong all this while by saying those things were not possible. People who have made things possible were people who only believed. And they had this willpower that they're going to get it done. And they kept walking towards it. And they kept relating with it. They kept focusing. And there's something, we'll get there. We're still going to treat some very important things. That there are most things that you must do to be very successful. We're going to touch some of them. Okay? I'm giving you in this particular class 50 of them. 50 things you must do to become very successful in every area of life. In your business, in your job, in your family, in your finances, in every area of life. You'll be very successful as long as you can do these 50 things. And that's why I'm taking out time to teach you, to talk about it one day at a time. So you have time to ponder over it, to look at it again. Give it time to get into your mind. Because remember, in the first day I told you something, that the mind is divided into two parts. The educative mind and the emotional part of the mind, which is the subconscious part of your mind. And until and unless you have things that are framed, formed by yourself and consciously got them into your subconscious, until you have that happen in your life, that is the time you really have started, to start living and to start getting things done. And that's what this class is all about. It's all about you getting the right information and acting on them. Don't just hear these things, but practice them. It's time to do them. And so it's very important, very, very important, very, very important. You can hear what I'm saying to you? It's very important that you make up your mind. Power to get it done is the willpower. When you have it within you, you have to use it. Many times a lot of people have been disadvantaged. They've, put themselves in a position of disadvantage. And the things they're supposed to have achieved, they aren't achieving it because they believe. Because they think within themselves that they can't achieve it. But I'm saying to you in this class, there is nothing you want to achieve that you cannot achieve. You can actually achieve anything and everything, whatever you want to achieve. With willpower, you can and you will. Say to yourself, say I can, say I will. I will achieve it. I will achieve it. Say to yourself, I will achieve it. I will. Use that word more. I will do it. Never say I cannot do it. Never say, oh, I won't do it. I will not do it because you see, the will to do it is within you. You will do it. You can do it. So go ahead and get it done. Whatever you want. Listen to me very carefully. You want that 100 million at the end of the year? Is that what you want? Or is it 1 billion you want to achieve at the end of the next year? What is it you want? Is it a house you want to buy or that you want? Is it a car? Whatever it is. Like I said earlier in the previous classes that we've had a few days ago, you need to write down, you need to get the pictures, you need to put them before you. And I'll be sharing with you why it is very important that you have all these things, what you want to achieve, what you want to become, why you need to have the pictures, why you need to write them down. I'll be sharing this with you in the other classes we will have. Tomorrow, next tomorrow, don't miss any of the class. I kept saying this to you because I'm seeing you already a millionaire, very successful person. And that is who you are. Believe me, all you need is the right knowledge. See you tomorrow in the next class. Have a wonderful day. Bye. See you tomorrow.